You would think this would get easier every time you do it, but it doesn't. Well, lung cancer, like that was just like, how could I have lung cancer? Like I thought of anything, I was going to have breast cancer or ovarian cancer. My grandmother died of that, so I thought, if anything, I would be predisposed to that. Lung cancer, it still doesn't even sink in. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Why do I have lung cancer? When I first was diagnosed, I was told 3 to 4 weeks. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of time to get much figured out, you know. In one way, I wish I knew why I had it or what gave it to me, but I'll never know. So yeah, it's hard, especially because I've always been an anti-smoker. I just hate smoke. I can't stand smoke around me, the smell of it, and then it's almost ironic that I have lung cancer. And again, as soon as you mention that, people, it's like, oh, lung cancer, you know, you must deserve it. Cancer is cancer, and where you have it in your body, it's a disease that it changes everything, because, you know, you're planning for your retirement, and you're planning for this and that. Well, all of a sudden it's brought to the forefront, and it's like, well, forget 20, 40, 50 years from now, like, it's now. You get on a hamster wheel and you're running and running, and it's like, oh my goodness, how did 2 years go by? You gotta have your RSPs, and you gotta have your this and your that, and the stress and the time of energy and that I wasted on some of that stuff. And when it comes to the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that stuff. Like when I thought I was gonna die in 3 weeks, that wasn't money. None of that was in my thought. It was my family and my kids. That was all I cared about. I didn't care about anything else. There's nothing like hearing your children or your grandchildren laughing. That is like the sweetest sound in the world. Uncontrolled giggling and just silliness. So many people are so self-conscious, right? We're worried about this, we're insecure. Some ways we get so wrapped up in what will someone think. And right now I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. It's like, I'm gonna do my thing and you don't have to understand it. We're so stressed out, we're so focused, we're go, 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 go. We don't take time to smell the roses, as they say, or enjoy today, because today could be our last day. All of us have an expiration date. I just happen to know when mine's coming up. In January 4th, my doctor told me that this experimental medication had shrunk my tumor, and all my lymph nodes were extremely swollen and they're filled with cancer, and that's what was crushing my airways and my heart and that, and all of that's been relieved, so I'm not on oxygen, I don't need a wheelchair, I can walk upstairs. So now all of a sudden, I guess my priorities is to live my next 6 months, with life. So my husband and I are choosing to do some traveling and spending time together. I guess for me is just trying to make the best memories I can, and just soaking in love and family and friends, and trying not to worry about all the little things. Because in 6 months, my doctor could give me another 6 months. It's like, it's sort of hard on you. You prepare yourself to die, and then all of a sudden you're given a reprieve again, and it's like emotionally, it takes a toll on you. No one wants to be forgotten. I think that's a human thing. I think that's why we have graves and markers. We want to leave something behind. We want to make a difference. We want to make sure that someone remembers us and has good, fond memories of us. I don't know when I'll see my father next, you know. So my father came to visit me, and when he left, I hugged him like it was the last time, and I told him I loved him, and hopefully I'll see him again. But if I didn't, I know that I told him I loved him and hugged him like with all my heart, so like it would be the last time, so. Life is too short to hold anger and grudges. Life's too short to not love, not to forgive. Just life is too short, so enjoy it while you have it, because again, I might know my expiration date, but you know, you could go out there tonight and be in a car accident, you know, so I guess in a way I almost feel like it's a blessing knowing, because it always reminds me that time's precious and not to waste it.